One. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Woman's Cave
and the writing class.
Yes,
I mean, she's just like the Women's Cave. You see how professional she was, y'all.
Girl, okay, so I feel like I just got my energy drained like right before I hit the I was like, let's go.
Oh, okay. I'm Jay though,
and I'm Winona.
How do you? High five, social distance. Y'all.
Did I introduce myself twice, or was I just once?
Once, Winona.
Oh dang it! I was hoping it was twice. Okay,
why would you want to? I can't.
I am the narcissist. Introduce me twice. I'm sorry.
I just can't, y'all. I just can't. I can't. Anyway, sometimes we write really nice things called literary life guides with hot poetry. Sometimes we have smart things to say.
Only on the page.
Only on the page. Like, we'll say. And I thought divorce was bad with other life lessons. And I thought being grown up was easy. And why do you have to prove copy out? Like, and I thought divorce was bad. She has to prove copy.
No one can see it.
Yes, you can. You can see the grit. You can
there we go.
see
No
it.
one can see it.
Okay, whatever. And if only I was me a memoir and verse up. See, now I forgot Whittles
Web, Whittles Debt, and Foreign Coffee. Yeah. All available wherever you get your audiobook.
But also you can find out all the other 17 books that we've written at www.andithoughladies.com. Y'all check out If Only I Were Me. It's coming soon, an audiobook.
Is it?
It's already here. That's why I had to say it like that.
Really? I'm going to move on from this because we have a wonderful guest.
Wonderful guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Kim Davis, and I am the director of a little press in Denton, Texas called Madville Publishing. I'm here drinking coffee, just met these wonderful ladies at the Pulpwood Queens and Timber Guys annual convention. And it was a great event, and so I'm really thrilled to have met such nice ladies.
Thank you so much. And it was really amazing, right? So like on Facebook, I'm like, who is this Kim Davis? Because she has the best comments ever. I felt so flattered. I was like, I'm blushing. So cute and blushing. I'm blushing.
So you are a publisher. Can you tell us a bit about why you started a publishing house?
Well, I went back to school in my 50s to grad school and got an MFA, and I was already a web designer and I had all the tools and knew how to do a lot of the graphic design and stuff. And so my internship while I was in grad school was at the press, Texas Review Press. Well, I ended up as the assistant to the director after I graduated because I had a lot of the skills that he needed already. And I got to start working with authors and stuff. So anyway, he died and nobody else knew how to run the place. So I ended up running this university press for a couple of years while they did the national search and all that business and found someone to replace my boss. And so I guess I became addicted. I really enjoyed meeting all those authors and working with all those talented, creative people and helping them get their stuff published. I write also, and I'm horrible about sending my own stuff out, but I'm really good at promoting other people.
That's always nice to have though, someone good at promoting, because I find so many authors are like, yeah, the promotion we can skip it.
So why haven't you published your own books under your own stuff?
Oh, I mean, I send short things out to journals and stuff, and some of that gets picked up. I've been writing like crazy over the pandemic. Have you guys been writing a lot during this time?
Yeah, we've been doing some. We've been we did something hard of late, and it's been very hard. But and we're sitting down how beta readers, because y'all, let me say this, I can't understate it enough. Beta readers save our lives. Like they save our life,
right? You can't tell people that enough. You know that they need to have their stuff read before they get it printed. You know,
yes.
You have as many people read it as possible, because I mean, I tell you what, it doesn't matter if 6 of us here read the same manuscript, we'll still miss something. We have one super reader, the proofreader, the last person that reads stuff, right? And she works her day job, she works for a newspaper, and so she's really, really, really good, and she's really, really, really fast, and she catches things that embarrass everybody. You know, brand names and hyphenated words, those are the big ones that throw us all.
Yep, that's what editors are definitely for. Do you know how many times you get your manuscript back? You're like, oh, hyphenated.
Yeah.
Go figure. So I gotta ask the question that everybody wants to know. Unless Jay, did you have the question?
No.
Okay.
You ask your question, now ask my question.
Okay. That everybody wants to know. And what type of books are you looking for?
Well, we have an exciting announcement, but I can't let it out because there's a whole deal going on at 7:30 tonight. So we're going to be accepting submissions. We're opening for submissions. Please look on our website tomorrow or look on our Facebook after 7:30 this evening, and it will be there. So we're going to start open up for submissions to a new anthology, a poetry anthology, but it's themed. It's themed, and I can't tell you that part yet.
That's okay. It's wonderful. Thank you so much for even sharing that little bit. I feel like we have news.
I feel like I'm exclusive.
I'm exclusive.
Yes. I was going to give you the whole thing, and they stopped me this morning. I had it live, and they said, "No, quick, take it down. It's not time yet. We have this." They recorded a whole presentation. It's going to be wonderful. So I'm excited, but I can't share the whole thing.
That's okay. We'll be hovering over at 7:30 trying to find out what's going on.
I need to know the theme because we might have a poem.
We might. Probably don't. Maybe we'll write something. Eh?
Excellent.
Okay, so you're talking about you run first of all, where's Denton, Texas?
Where is what? Denton,
Texas. They're gonna want to.
Denton, Texas is in North Texas. We're close to Dallas. We're sort of north west of Dallas, in between Dallas and Fort Worth. So real close to Oklahoma.
All right. Yeah. How is it running a small press? Is it like very stressful?
I mean, you can do as much or as little as you want to, really, but we aim to be a larger small press. I don't like that word small press because so many presses that are a whole lot bigger than us fit under that umbrella. I mean, I would love to see us become something like a Gray Wolf or a Milkweed type of press, one day. But right now we're tiny, we're micro. We publish between 12 and we're working to try and get to 24 books a year. So, and that includes, we try and distribute it fairly evenly. It's mostly fiction and poetry. And then maybe about 4 books a year of nonfiction, creative nonfiction or what am I trying to say? Creative nonfiction or memoir.
So with you being, as you call it, a micro press,
how
do you work very closely with your authors, or do you kind of let them have their own free standing?
I mean, I treat it like a university press because that's what I know. I mean, I give them a lot more free rein than a lot of presses and a bigger press would say. For example, with the covers, I really want them to be happy. It's a partnership, right? And I want the authors to be happy. I would hate to bring out a book where somebody did not like their cover at the end of the day. And, oh, here's my book, but I just hate this cover. Well, I sure don't want them to say that about me after working with me, So a lot of times I do something that other presses, other editors I've had look at me like I'm crazy, but I like to put the cover designer in touch with the author and have them work together. Eventually, if we just can't come up with anything, then I'll exert my opinion. Right. If we start having a hard time and people don't agree, then I'll say, well, look, that's the one I like. Let's go that direction, But usually I love it when they have an artist friend or somebody that they would like to use somebody's piece of beautiful art. That makes it so easy for me, and it looks beautiful.
Absolutely. Winona.
So can you tell us a bit about the books that have come out that you want to highlight?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. We got some wonderful stuff coming. We got, this one. Here we go. Dead Fish Wind is coming out. It's launches tomorrow. Have I got it facing the right direction?
Yes, you do. Yes, Dead Fish Wind. Okay.
All right. It is fiction and it's dystopian. set in Florida, where the red tide, when all the fish die and cover up the coastline there, the red tide has come in and it's smelling kind of rank. But it's crazy. It's like there's a mystery, what am I trying to say? It's coming of age. Yeah, it's a coming of age story, and it's not like anything you've ever read before. It involves selling placentas. This girl hooks up with a doula, an outlaw doula who sells placentas. I mean, it's new and different. We like a crazy story around here.
Wow. That seems like I need to pre-order it. It comes out tomorrow, so I need to get off of this and just hit the button.
Just hit the buy button. It's on madvillepublishing.com. Everything is right there. What else we got new? New poetry. This just came out. Obama's Children by Earl Braggs. Are you familiar with Earl? Did you ever come across him? He is a wonderful performer of his poetry. I love listening to Earl perform, which is how I met him. He's a professor at Chattanooga in Tennessee, and he just very rhythmic, wonderful. You'll love Earl, and topical. This, of course, I mean, you can judge by the cover. It's topical. It's talking about. There's a poem in here that touches on George Floyd and stuff. And I mean, Earl's got important things to say. I love him. He's a wonderful man. So
that's fabulous. And I have to ask another question. Are you a traditional presser, or are you more of a hybrid press?
We're traditional. We have to be careful with that because we cater to a lot of our authors are professors, and that's kind of part of the reason we stick with that model where everything is reviewed. We don't just publish everything that comes through. It all goes to an acquisitions kind of department, and if there are questions, we discuss it. We have a board of directors, and we can only publish so many books a year, so we're selective.
So then comes the narcissist question. What about two adorable African-American poets? Have you thought about publishing them? No, moving on.
We're joking. Please tell us more about the books that you have.
Gosh, what else do we have coming? We've got, okay. Oh, well, I can't really talk about.
We'll talk about some of them that you've already published.
How about this little beauty? This one is, I love it. This is a YA, and it's really the only title we can actually say is definitely YA right now. But this young woman was a student of my dear friend Michael Gills, who teaches in the honors department at the University of Utah. Michael sent this manuscript to me, and he said, I've got a student that can write. And he teaches a novel writing workshop for undergraduates, and I think it's the only one in the country. It's a year long, and they write the entire novel. So we're really proud of this book that's come out of that workshop.
Can you say the title? Because some people
the title is Alegria, and the author's name is Emmy Wright. And
on a podcast, and so they wouldn't see the book.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure about that, since we're Zooming, if we're visual at all.
Yes, we're visual, and we put it up on podcast because what is Winona saying?
Engage. You have to engage your audience the way that they want to be engaged.
Yeah. There you go.
Gotta match the audience. Okay, can you tell us where we can, again, because you've said it twice, let's just do it one more time. Jake, go ahead.
Yeah, well, before she says this, I have to ask a question, and then it's like two of the last ones. So what are some advice that you would give newer authors, or just people that have been trying to get published for a long time? What would you give them as 3 pieces of advice, and then where people can find you?
Okay, first one, have a submittable.com account and send your work to journals. That's the place to find that, and Duotrope, but I use Submittable Madville.com. That's where we put our calls for submissions. That's where you're going to find the place to submit your shorter work. Get some shorter pieces published so that when you send that query letter for your novel or your full-length collection, you can show them that you have some publication history. It doesn't have to be a book, but I want to see that you've published something, an article or a poem or something somewhere. Mm-hmm. So that's the first thing. Have your work edited professionally. Spend a little money on yourself. It's not going to cost you that much, or beta read, get beta readers, join a writing group, something. You need somebody who is not going to be afraid to tell you that something could be improved. That's the biggest thing. Cause sometimes, especially in the older age group, right? We don't have time for that nonsense. We've been writing all my life. No, you do actually. And people will like your work a whole lot better if you share it and make sure that it's cleaned up before you publish it.
Okay. So true. So true, y'all. I'm telling you, I can't speak enough about it. And I thought the voice was bad. But like since our first poetry collection, our beta reader saved the book. Like literally there would never be any life lessons had person said, I need something to tie this together. I need something to work this out. We would have never done it. And we wouldn't be here like this today.
Exactly. Okay.
And number 3. Sorry, I had
number 3. Oh my gosh, I got to come up with another one. I don't know. Keep writing. I mean, make time for your work. Make time for your writing, and don't give up if you get rejected, because you just got to keep on sending stuff out.
Fabulous. That's fabulous. Yes, don't give up. Absolutely.
Don't give up.
That's very, very, very important.
Extremely
how long?
important.
What? I was a published author at 10. I didn't see another publishing contract for another 10 years almost.
Yeah, pretty much. So that was a long time. Where can people find out more about your press and what y'all have going on?
MadvillePublishing.com. And then Instagram and Twitter are Madville Pub, at Madville Pub, with a capital P and a capital M.
So, I love that.
I like it.
Madville Pub, and all run together.
They're MPs. Yo. Wait.
I like
Mad, and then they made the V big too. They'd be MVP.
Right.
Oh, man. Well, our logo looks like that. We have a really great illustrator friend who drew us a wonderful logo with a big V in the middle. So yeah.
The MVPs of the publishing world. That's what we like to hear.
Absolutely.
Jade, would you like to wrap us up?
Absolutely. You can find out everything your ladies are doing, and we do probably mean everything, at www.andithoughladies.com. While you're there, take a moment, go down the middle of the page and see the charities that we probably support. If you can support them also, we thank you in advance for that. And just remember, y'all, wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Winona
and Jade. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, thanks for listening.